Then number 3, we need to teach children digital discipline. What are we saying? We are saying children need to learn that gadgets are tools. All right? They need to learn that gadgets are tools. And I hope you also know that a gadget is a tool. You see, and it's not a lifestyle. All right? So we need to teach them some of those things so that they know. We teach them when to use gadgets because they are tools. All right? I mean, it's not a lifestyle. It's not really. I don't want to say it's not part of our lives because we are using them. But what I am insisting, let them know it's just a tool. You get what I mean? Remember when you got a mobile phone, those days, those years, when you lose that mobile phone, maybe, you were so distracted. It looked like it was part of you until we came to realize it's only a tool. You see, it should not make life, and it should not look like your life is dependent on it. That's what we are saying. You let the children know it's just a tool. Their life is not dependent on them. They can still move on. They can still progress without the gadget. All right? And therefore, they need to know when to use them and when to stop. It's like there's some discipline and guideline that needs to come into play. In that, let them know they should not use gadgets during meals. When people are eating, that has really interfered with our interaction with the children. When it's meal time, when you need to be eating together, listening to them and seeing, I don't know. So we need to tell everybody is eating and it's on their gadget. So I even discover whether the food has salt or not. Why? Because the whole of who they are is on that gadget. So they need to know that they need to know when to use gadgets, okay, and when to stop using them. One of the things that we need to put in place is that they don't use gadgets during meals, okay, and no gadgets before bedtime, because remember we said earlier that this can affect their sleep patterns. All right, they can disrupt their sleep patterns, and children, they need adequate sleep because of the next day. Maybe they are in school or something. It also helps their growth. That's why we said it can also affect their physical health. All right, and then so that's why we are saying they need not to use slightly before bedtime, and then they also need to exercise respect for others when they are online. They need to know that they need to exercise respect for others when they are online. The number 4, protect online safety. Protect online safety. What are we saying? Parents should teach children, okay, about it's like don't talk to strangers online. All right, don't talk to strangers online, because there are so many people there idling around and they're waiting on who to talk. You don't know where out there talking from. That's why you find with all respect, you see, and without attachment. That's why we find some relationships are just online. Somebody you have never seen, you have just met there. And for children, is very dangerous, okay? So we need to let them know they need not to talk to strangers online. It's like avoid cyberbullying. I'm sure we know about that. And how do we do that? They need to use strong passwords. I'm sure you have, even you. Sometimes you are told that your password is weak. You need a stronger one. You are just being protected. All right. And then also parents need to encourage or teach the children to ask for permission when they are downloading apps, so that they are able to know the parents can access. And that's why I'm saying all of us, we need to have some knowledge, just some knowledge, so that also, because when the children know more than you, because they will, you have no control over that. All right. And then 5, encourage offline activities. Encourage offline activities, because if the child is always on that gadget, they'll get addicted. It looks life is meaningless without the gadget, and it looks like they don't know what to do next. All right, without the gadget. Even when you are around, you see, they are still bored until you give them the phone. I mean, we should try to avoid that. So encourage offline activities in a way that children should also spend time in outdoor play. Let them go out there, play football with the other children. You see, let them go out there, do some basketball, hockey, outdoors, because games, because nowadays they play the games in the gadgets, and they don't know. I don't know whether, even in school, we used to have an extracurricular where they would go out and run and do some sports. We need to encourage that, because it is getting lost. When we got games, on the phone, we say download the games, and we are playing there, all of us. No, we need to encourage parents. We need to encourage outdoor play, then reading books, a physical book. You are wondering, which times are you living in? I'm just living now. We are just helping children, because can you imagine if at one time we wake up and find that that internet is no longer there? What will happen? One time I was thinking, if we find that the calculators are withdrawn, what will happen? Will we be able to do some math overhead, at least count our finger and get the correct answer? I mean, we just need to exercise our minds, our brains, our thinking, So should spend time. Let children spend time. When we talk about offline activities, we are saying outdoor games. We are saying that reading books. Let children read books, not only on that gadget, but a physical book. Let them read. And then we also encourage family conversation without the gadget, where people can sit and laugh. They are not watching a movie, not even a show, not even something. We are just talking together with them, and we are laughing, and we are having fun, and we are interacting with each other, and we are learning from each other offline. All right. Then we also need to get involved in sports. Let children get involved in. There is more fun. There is more fun in the sports also. Gadget is not the only one that is fun. I'm sure as you listen to me during your time, some of you, especially my age mates, you know that we didn't have gadgets and we had fun. All right. So they can also have some fun. And then creative activities like drawing, music. That means we are encouraging talent, because they draw, all right, and they can do some music. You see, a gadget may not bring out your talent, because a gadget can only sing for you or to you. All right? So what we are saying, a gadget, we need to draw. Let them be able to draw. So that builds on their creativity, and it's going to be very helpful. So this helps to balance growth. All right? All these things will help to balance growth. In other words, in summary, or in one sentence, responsible use for gadgets. When we talk about responsible use for gadgets for children, means guiding them to use technology safely. Let's guide them use technology safely, in moderation, and for positive growth. Can I say that one again? I am simply saying responsible use of gadgets for children means guiding them to use technology safely. All right? In moderation, okay, the word moderation there summarizes the things I have just discussed. All right? And for positive growth. We don't want children to retrogress. All right? Because of the use of gadgets. We want balanced growth. The children are growing in this in technology, but also they are growing in other things that the gadgets cannot do. You see, like they need to get involved in sports. They need to get involved in things like drawing, okay, in things like talent shows, dancing, playing football. Such things cannot be done. So let's encourage children to do things that are offline. The gadget is good, technology is good, but we want to help the children that they don't go overboard. All right? And it brings distraction. That, I don't think that is the intention of using gadgets. No. We have progressed, we have advanced, and we need to put up with the advancement, not crashing a generation. Thank you very much, and we'll see you again. Let's practice those matters, all of us. This is Nurturing Generations for Christ, coming to you from Christian Learning Materials for Children. Thank you for the support. God bless you. Good morning.